farm is going through a lot of crisis. It's being attacked by fungi and ant infestation. So we are not able to get as much produce as we usually get over the years.
From the north to the south, and throughout the nooks and crannies of Nigeria, the story is the same. Farmers are haunted by a myriad of challenges, culminating in low yield per hectare and reduced productivity. Agriculture has remained a mainstay of the Nigerian economy since historic times. Until the discovery of crude oil, it was the biggest contributor to the nation's economy. Today, the agricultural sector contributes between 20 to 25% of the nation's economy, employing more than 25 million people, which represents over 30% of the country's workforce. However, this is only a fraction of the more than 70% of Nigerians who engage in agriculture at various levels. Despite these impressive numbers, the agricultural sector in Nigeria is far from being at its optimal level. With a large number of farmers operating at a subsistence level and struggling with challenges like lack of access to technology and inputs, lack of access to knowledge, poor economic practices, low productivity and low incomes, there has been calls over the years to see agriculture as a business and make it a holistic, prosperous and sustainable industry. This agribusiness model encapsulates the entire spectrum of the value chain, from farm to table. The goal of the advocacy is to develop the entire agribusiness value chain, grow the economy, create jobs, and lift millions of Nigerians out of poverty. At the forefront of this revolution is the Nigeria Agribusiness Group, NABG. Established in 2014 as a multi-stakeholder group, the NABG is a private sector platform which serves as an umbrella body for the agribusiness sector in Nigeria.
Agribusiness is sine qua non to agricultural productivity, in the sense that when you had the smallholder farmer for a very long time remaining poor, it was simply because he or she was not getting value for what they produced. But with the coming of the concept of agribusiness and the advocacy that NABG has been making towards incentivizing the farmers, the smallholder farmers especially, to look at agriculture as a business, we now have value for what we produce.
The NABG is a platform, a private sector platform for agribusinesses. These are businesses that do engage in the agricultural sector, and this involves all players within the value chain, from production to processing to logistics and all the likes. The NABG advocates for a better business environment so that agribusinesses can thrive without issues.
Operating as a civil society organization, CSO, NABG champions advocacy for inclusive growth, galvanizes recognition and support for smallholder farmers who constitute the largest private sector group in Nigeria, and partners with governments at all levels to make farming and allied industries more attractive, secure, and profitable for all stakeholders. Over the last 10 years, the NABG has established itself as a proven leader in industry policy formulation, agribusiness advocacy, innovation, and the pursuit of multi-stakeholder collaboration. This has led to a number of initiatives, policies, and programs in recent time.
Some of the policies that NABG has been working on include the tomato policy of 2019, the new seed policy of 2022, and so many more. In recent times, we have partnered with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to implement a project called the Advocacy for Small-Scale Producers Project. In short, we call it the SSPS project. That project has been on since 2021 and is due to terminate early first quarter of 2025. The main goal of that project is for NABG to lead advocacy efforts that have positive impact especially for small-scale producers.
This focus on small-scale producers is born out of the belief that this group occupies an important role in the growth of the sector, especially as they are responsible for around 90% of Nigeria's agricultural produce. The Advocacy for Small-Scale Producers project, launched in 2021 with support from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, captures this focus.
It has 4 key outcomes. The first outcome is to position NABG as that, voice for agribusinesses, to ensure the NABG is well positioned to be able to do these advocacy efforts as effectively as possible. The second is to ensure NABG supports the implementation of recently approved policies. Related to that, the NABG would also support the creation of new policies that will have an impact on small-scale producers. Thirdly, the NABG would support the development of agro-commodity standards, especially those that Nigeria has favorable advantage to. And then lastly, develop the Nigeria National Integrated Agribusiness Agenda.
The National Integrated Agribusiness Agenda, NIAA, seeks to foster a more cordial, viable, and profitable relationship between agribusinesses and small-scale producers and farmers. To this end, there are a lot of initiatives that the NABG has conceived and are implementing to drive the needed transformation.